The Scald had entered a quiet drift, engines humming softly as if the ship itself was trying not to wake something. The corridors were clean, the lights steady, and for once no alarms echoed through the halls. That calm, however, felt unnatural. Red noticed it first. He stopped walking near admin and glanced around, visor reflecting the empty hallway. "It's too quiet," he muttered. "The ship never feels like this unless something's wrong." Blue followed closely behind, tablet in hand, eyes scanning invisible data. "No active sabotages, no system warnings. That's what worries me." Yellow's voice chimed in cheerfully from behind them. "Hey, maybe it's just a good round. No imposter drama for once." Black walked last, silent as always, footsteps measured. "Rounds don't stay good," he said flatly. "They end." The narrator's voice hangs low here, almost whispering. The crew didn't know it yet, but the ship was already counting down. They split up, reluctantly. Red headed to reactor with Black. Blue took security. Yellow volunteered for cafeteria tasks, humming softly as she walked. Purple lingered near electrical, pretending to joke over comms. "If I die in here, tell my story dramatically, okay?" No one laughed. In security, Blue replayed camera footage. Nothing unusual. Empty hallways, flickering lights. Then just for a frame, something felt off. A shadow crossed the lower engine cam. Too fast, too smooth. Blue rewound, frame by frame. The shadow wasn't attached to anyone. No footsteps, no body, just movement. "That's not possible," Blue whispered. Meanwhile, reactor pulsed with heat. Red wiped his visor. "You feel that?" Black nodded. "Pressure's unstable. Someone adjusted the output earlier." Red frowned. "Only engineers have clearance." Black turned slightly toward Red. "So do captains." Silence stretched between them, heavy and uncomfortable. Red broke it. "You accusing me?" Black's voice stayed calm. "I'm saying someone with authority touched reactor." Red scoffed. "If I were the imposter, you'd already be dead." Black tilted his head. "Or you'd want me alive, for now." The narrator lingers on that line, for now. In cafeteria, Yellow stacked trays, humming louder to fill the emptiness. "I hate when everyone's quiet," she said into comms. "It makes my thoughts loud." No response. She stopped humming. "Hello?" The lights dimmed slightly. Yellow laughed nervously. "Okay, not funny." She turned toward storage, then froze. The vent behind the table was open, slowly, deliberately. "Guys," she whispered. The vent just static cut her off. Blue shot up from his chair in security. "Yellow, respond!" Nothing. He bolted out, sprinting through the halls. At the same time, Red and Black heard the alert tone echo faintly, like a dying heartbeat. They ran. Cafeteria doors slid open. Yellow was gone. A tray lay overturned on the floor. No body, no blood, just silence. Purple arrived last, breathing hard. "I heard her scream." Red clenched his fists. "This isn't normal. No kill report, no body." Blue examined the vent. Whoever did this didn't want a meeting. Purple forced a grin. "Or wanted us scared." Black looked at Purple sharply. "You're enjoying this too much." Purple raised his hands. "Hey, humor is how I survive impending doom." The narrator pulls back. Fear was spreading faster than logic. They moved together now. No more splitting up. The ship, however, didn't care about their plans. Lights flickered. Doors sealed randomly. Comms crackled with distorted echoes of their own voices. Blue whispered, "The system's copying us." Red replied, "Or someone is. In medbay, the scanner activated on its own." Purple jumped. I didn't touch that." The holographic display flickered, showing a silhouette. Not a crewmate. Not quite. The shape shifted, glitching between colors. Yellow's voice echoed faintly from the speakers. "Why didn't you help me?" Purple's joke died in his throat. "That's not funny anymore." Black stepped forward. "That's not Yellow. It's bait." The scanner shut down abruptly. Silence returned, heavier than before. Red looked around. "We call a meeting, now." Blue nodded. "Agreed." They reached cafeteria again. Red slammed the emergency button. Nothing happened. Purple laughed weakly. Of course it's broken. Blue's eyes widened. No, it's disabled. Black slowly turned, scanning the room. Someone planned this from the start. A vent hissed open behind them. They spun around. Red shouted, "Show yourself!" Footsteps echoed, slow, confident. Someone stepped into the light. Yellow, alive, visor clean, calm. Purple gasped. Yellow, you were... Yellow tilted her head. I was what? Blue whispered. That's not possible. I saw the vent open. Yellow smiled softly. You saw a lot of things today. The narrator lowers his voice. This was the moment everything broke. Red stepped closer. Where have you been? Yellow answered instantly. Doing tasks, like always. Black interrupted. Name one. Yellow hesitated, just a fraction. Cafeteria wiring. Purple's eyes widened. There's no cafeteria wiring task. Silence exploded across the room. Yellow's smile didn't fade. Are you sure? Her voice echoed strangely, layered. The lights dimmed. The vents began to open one by one. You all look so nervous, she continued. That's how I know it's working. Blue backed away. You're not Yellow? Yellow stepped forward. No, but she was useful. Red raised his voice. Emergency button may be dead, but we're not. We vote with our eyes. Yellow laughed softly. Then look carefully. For a split second, Yellow's reflection appeared on the table surface, but the reflection wasn't Yellow. It was Red. The lights cut out. When they came back on, Yellow was gone. Red stood frozen. Blue stared at him. Red, you didn't move. Purple swallowed. Neither did you. Black's voice cut through the chaos. One of you is lying, and one of you has been lying since the start. The ship trembled. Alarms began to scream. The narrator leaves us here, suspended in doubt, as the crew stares at one another, trapped without a button, without proof, without trust. And now, the question belongs to the audience. Who is the imposter? Yellow, Red, or someone who never needed to disappear at all? Write your theory. The next betrayal depends on it.